So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Sun in the ninth house as your Atmakaraka. As in, what happens when Sun, the planet who will have the highest degree in your birth chart, is now your Atmakaraka. Because if it's closest to the 29th degree mark, okay, it's going to become your soul significator. And actually, a real dominating soul significator, because Sun becomes the most powerful Atmakaraka because it's naturally is a soul significator. That's what Atmakaraka is for everybody, is their signifiance of their soul, because soul is coming through that paternal lineage. But now it's also the planet with the highest degree that shows the work the soul has to do. Okay, so this is what we're going to be discussing. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this particular position of the sun and what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, check out the links here. KapielRaaj.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently doing my Nandinadi course, my Vastu course, and many other courses are there. So, ninth house sun, okay, it's one of those homely places for sun. Because see, sun is a significator of the father, right? And ninth house signifies father, fatherly figure. Ninth house represents your higher knowledge, your wisdom. It represents your guru. It can represent the circumstances of meeting the guru and how the guru will be. So when sun is there, and remember, sun is the king. Besides father and anything else, sun is the king. Which means when it's the Atmakaraka, you are seated on the throne. And as much as you feel like, oh my God, this is a beautiful throne, I finally made it, I'm the king. But the thing is, now the real work starts. Because the most stressful job in the world, it's not doing physics. It's not doing programming. It's running a country. It's when you're responsible for every single person within your country, your kingdom. So all of the things of the kingdom lands upon you, the king, which means now this person, whether they like it or not, whether they have 5 siblings, 6 siblings, they're the ones who are going to be responsible for the father. Taking care of the father, dealing with things related to the father. Okay. Making sure things are done right by the father. Because they are also the father. Like you will see, when your Atmakaraka sun is in the ninth house, you take on a lot of characteristics and a lot of that persona of your father. Father becomes the guru through which you become the king. The advice of the father will lead you to your throne. And at the same time, this is the person who's also going to have to be responsible for lineage. Like you will see, you can have many brothers and sisters, but somehow, some way, parents will always talk to you about, you need to get married so you can give us our grandson or a granddaughter, and you can continue this lineage, because we feel that you're the one who is the most responsible, and we want you, to take care of this and that. Everything is upon your shoulder. And that happens sometimes as the youngest person who has to take on the responsibility on their shoulder. And the thing is, even them taking those responsibilities, they will still have the other responsibility of life upon them, especially pertaining to higher knowledge. Like if there's, let's say, some other planetary placement, Okay. That can block your education. For example, you've got Mercury Ketu in the fifth. You're going to have block in your education. You may not be able to finish the education. There'll be several breaks. And that will always feel like this incompleted responsibility of yours that I should have finished it. I should have done this. And instead of blaming yourself, what you need to do is you need to take on the other, go on to the, switch your lane to the other side, which is also parallel to the path you're walking on, meaning you start attaining wisdom in your life. When you have wisdom in your life, that other education that you are feeling bad about not completing, whether it was your master's degree or bachelor's degree, you're going far ahead compared to other people. Also, with Sun in the ninth, this person is going to be responsible, especially as the Atmakaraka, towards either donating money or building up of some temple or school. They're going to be involved at one point in their life. It doesn't have to be when you're teen or 20 or 30 or 40. Usually you can see this happen when you run through the Charadasha of the ninth house sign or the fourth house sign. That's when it truly like becomes active. Maybe when you're 15 years old, you saw somebody outside of a grocery store asking money for reconstructing or building a church, and you gave $5. Maybe you don't even remember those things, but you contributed at that particular time. So they're going to contribute. Their biggest responsibility actually will be towards education and divinity for others. You have to contribute yourself towards progressing the wisdom, towards progressing the higher light to people. And also, this is the position where usually a person will have famous grandchildren. Your children's children, they will be very well known. They'll become famous at something, whether it's a government job or whether it's going into media. And at the same time, this is also the position we see as the Atmakaraka. You'll be responsible for dealing with the fights between your younger brother and their spouse. You're going to be responsible for solving those issues. It's going to happen. And Sun in the ninth house most definitely ensures abundance of inheritance. But the thing is, that particular inheritance usually comes when you as the individual go far away to work or far away to attain your education. This is also an individual who's a strategist. They're a natural strategist. They love strategizing about life's plan. They're always 10 steps ahead. They already know what they have to do. You don't need to go and give them guidance. Like, I think now that you have finished your bachelor's, you should work for 2 years and now you should go for your master's. Like, yeah, it's written all here. I already know what I have to do. It's like they're always planning things out 10 years ahead. Yet this is a position, where the elder sibling will feel dominated by you. Maybe they don't say that to you, but they'll feel it. Like, how is it that my younger sister, my younger brothers, so much younger than me, yet they're the one who are the dominating factor in my life and in our family? What is that? It's kind of like somebody feeling like Fredo in The Godfather. And the other thing you will see, especially close to your maternal aunts and uncles, especially if let's say you live in India, there'll be a Ram Mandir. They'll be in the vicinity of a Ram Mandir, like by walking distance. Or there'll be a church. And the thing is, you will be going there. You will visit that particular place at one point in your life. Okay. So this is my analysis of Sun in the 9th house as your Atmakaraka. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. And if you want to know where your sun is placed along with all your astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, also check out my Rumble channel and my Instagram where I do live readings. You should check out. I just did a live reading yesterday. Beautiful live reading. You'll get to learn a lot about astrology. So if you have an Instagram account, just go to Kara's channel. All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.